All right. Hello, guys. Good evening. It is High Priestess Jamila. How are y'all doing today? So, I'm getting ready to get my evening started. I am on my nocturnal hours, which is why you'll notice that I put up videos. I start making videos at about 7 or 8 or 9 o'clock at night. And then I'm usually up until I don't know. I feel like today I'm going to get to sleep at about maybe 4 or 5 this morning. So I am on my nocturnal hours, which means only one thing. There is work to do, and work that has already been completed, but we are getting echoes, and now it has just gotten desperate and redundant at this point. This stench in the spiritual community. And even though they have flagged and blacklisted my channels, those of you that are lucky enough to get this message, you're very lucky. And so I'm going to talk about this, and I'm going to say this that this is not just for the black community, but for all races of all communities. If you connect with what I am saying, okay? So there has been people who have sort of infiltrated the online as well as the offline spiritual community. And they really, to me, have infiltrated the United States, which is our home. And they have brought so much negativity, so much hatred, so much visceral, and they have misled so many people. Right now, during the month of November, you are officially at a crossroads. No matter what your race is, you are at a crossroads. And this is when you are going to be making decisions that are going to affect you for the rest of your life, because 2025 is not going to be kind to those that take the incorrect road. And you know what? There are some people in this world, for whatever reason, they don't care about their lives because they're possessed, they're programmed, and they've been misguided and manipulated. Now, I want to talk about these practitioners out here who hide behind images of the Orishas, who have waged war against the world. But in particular, if you're a black person, they are waging war against people like me, people that are a hope and an inspiration to the world. I'm here to tell you that you can be happy and you can be healthy. Stop listening to these people who are leading you into destruction and sickness and death. Now, there's certain signs in social media of these people. And whenever they lose a battle to the gods, because they're challenging the gods, for some reason, they attack Jamila, at least the people that I'm dealing with. You can tell that they have lost because the people that are doing this They are in the background. However, they've made it known that they are a part of, and they've tried to make it about Afro-Caribbean spirituality, but that they are a part of a group of people who are waging war and getting vengeance for slavery. Now, keep in mind, this is the generational curse that many Black people, as well as white people, want to break. They want to heal that ancestral bad karma. They want to transmute it. They want to heal the trauma. They don't want to create more trauma. There are people that call themselves infiltrating the spiritual community of witches, of authentic witches of many different levels and heights, such as myself, who is a cosmic witch, shamanic witch. They have infiltrated, attacked, tried to threaten our families, failed, raped innocent people to gain control of them. So these people that are a part of this sector of this dark energy have supposedly, they're getting vengeance, but what they are doing is they're not just raping the women of their own community and taking them into slavery, into spiritual slavery, trapping them, but they are also doing this to other races of people. So it's been a division. They've created nothing but hell, and they have lost their ability of conjure. They had 2% of their ability this morning to even psychically attack people because it is over for them. They claim that they are doing this at the behest of the Orishas. They are not. These people are speaking to, well, they were speaking to inconsolable, desolate spirits of slaves that were very angry. And see, these spirits have been encouraged to move on. They have been encouraged to let go of their past lives and their minds, their bodies, and spirits. But these people go out and seek this. So the ancestor that they claim that they are speaking to is the soul. And these are people that had authentic spiritual gifts that they have lost because they were not able to make the correct decision. And these decisions that they made were based upon their skin color, their marital status. They basically could not connect to their self love. So, what they did was they used their gifts for corruption. They connected to these bad ancestors that encouraged them to wage a war for them in this life. And what did it do? It created struggle, it created sickness, it created death in their lives. And they had the audacity to come to social media and spread this garbage as healing. And it wasn't healing because nobody that listened to them became healed. There is a such thing as a bad ancestor, and there is a such thing as somebody lying to themselves based upon their own self-hatred or their own mental problems. So these people came out, and I was unfortunately, which actually I wasn't unfortunate because they didn't stand a chance against me. They came out here in social media and they encouraged war, not just interracial wars, but wars with all of the races using spirits, not gods. Spirits can always be destroyed and banished and never heard of again or trapped, right? A god cannot. So these are bad ancestors that these people connected with that used them as Trojan wars for vengeance, and they threw their lives away. They placed their families in jeopardy because of this. Because they decided, based upon their own heart, at the foundation of this, they decided to connect to bad ancestors that ruined their lives, ruined their gifts, encouraged them to go out and do awful, disgusting things to people. And now these people are suffering. And the way that they show their suffering is they send flying monkeys to let you know that they lost, because nobody is listening to them. Nobody trusts them. They are cut off. They have corrupted themselves, and they have harmed many people in the process of their lies and their deception. I have African ancestors, Ethiopian, I believe, to be exact. I also have Japanese, Native American, as well as white Irish, Norse ancestors, okay? But my African ancestors that I am connected to, you know what they want for me? They want me to be healthy. They want me to be happy. They want my children to be healthy and happy. They want me to be abundant. They want me to have life and enrichment. None of my ancestors would ever send me out and encourage me to do things that are dangerous for me. Now, that could be coming from me, or maybe from the stars, or just good luck. Maybe it was because I was born on a Thursday. I'm not sure as to why that is, but I can promise you that a good ancestor that loves you does not send you out here to wage war against white people for slavery and then light-skinned black people because they got some kind of privilege and you mad at them. No, that's not what a good ancestor is going to do. A good ancestor wants you to be happy and healthy and vital. So these people became sick during the process, while at the same time not being able to check themselves to understand why you shouldn't do this. And this is being projected onto everybody that is within them in their fold. And I warned them about this. Okay, I have ancestors. I connect with them all the time. You know what I see them, some of them as? They're not a black or a white face or even a human form. Some of my ancestors come up as shimmering gold. Some of my ancestors show up as a glittery pink color. And those are healing energies and spirits. Why on earth would you wake up and resurrect yourself on this planet and wake up to the sun so that you can throw your life away because of the past and think that you're getting over on people like me who knows the what's up with that? This is the reason why they can't manifest what they want and they're struggling. This is the reason why they struggle with their health on a daily basis, because they took that path and they lost their spiritual gifts, their abilities, and now they're mad at people like me that are here to authentically heal and help people of all races with no hate, with no visceral, with authentic magic and miracles and connection to that. So, there are a lot of people that will come to me First of all, I'm not your mother. A lot of these lost people, they will come to me and they will say, and they will make it clear, just like earlier I was addressing the flying monkey that they keep sending to social media, which is not going to make a difference. This person comes to me, ooh, ooh, ooh. I want to hear the drama and the lies and the abuse and the trauma that this guy has to say. I want to hear him attack a divine feminine. I want to hear him attack, 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 as if I'm supposed to be upset about that. I'm not going to be upset about your choices. I'm not a controlling person. You make your own choices. So you're not getting back at me going and listening to this disgusting person. People make a choice. They say, Jamila, I don't want to feel sick. They say, Jamila, I want to be able to breathe. They say, Jamila, I want a difference for myself and my family. They say, Jamila, I know that these people are wrong and that they're hiding behind certain Afro-Caribbean religions and hoodoo at the same time, but they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. They are working in opposition of people and gods and spirits that are far more powerful than them. And they have done nothing but led people to destruction. And I'm supposed to feel bad because that's what you want to be a part of? No, I've got plenty of people who come to me and make a better decision. And yes, that makes me feel good that those people are choosing life and happiness, because on this planet, happiness and peace and joy is a virtue. And somebody's bad decisions hundreds or thousands of years ago should not be a deciding factor in your life. But a lot of these people, they feel that they have no way out. They have to fight this battle, and that's all they see. They don't understand that you can be healthy and happy. They don't understand that you can be protected from people like that. So what do? They succumb to the illness of hate. It's a sickness that they have decided that they are not going to see the light from. So I don't care who it is. I am an authentic witch that is connected to great power, and I stay on my path. And that's all it is to it. And I'm going to tell you something. Those people that did that have nothing but destruction coming to them. Not having to move out of a house that you wanted to move out of anyway. No, I'm talking about real destruction. They're already self-destructing. They're laying in bed with 1,000 tons on their chest. They're trying to find someone to take that burden. They made the decision to take magic and play with it without any type of justification, and they went against the grain. Now they want to get mad at Jamila because nobody trusts them. And then they want to settle and rest on, well, since I screwed up and I'm a black woman, right? So let's talk about the black woman hate. There are certain people that are in social media as well as the spiritual community that have screwed up royally. We see what these people do. And they don't do it for your greater good. They do it for their own selfishness and petty differences. They do it because of their weaknesses. They don't do it for your greater good. So those type of people we despise, and we all know it. They are encouraging people that are outside of their moral and ethical code to be attacked just because they're black. Well, you know what? I think what? I'm 80 to 90% black. I haven't gotten the blood test yet. I don't need to. And I can tell you that the bad decisions that they made will never affect me. I am a person that knows for a fact that I am a part of something that has protected this entire planet, if not counties and states of people and continents. So I don't even want to hear it. And I don't do that by myself. I live the life of a normal person. I love being a mother. I love being a witch. I love being a part of what I am a part of. These people made bad decisions and they wake up every single day thinking that they are going to harm somebody by getting a flying monkey to do something because they want vengeance. They make feeble attempts to resurrect themselves so that they can come and fraud the community and destroy lives. And when they lose, they send the flying monkey for some reason. And you need to be careful because they'll mention things like the ancestors. They'll mention things like Oya and Oshun. But in reality, they're talking to spirits that are very angry and evil and desolate and inconsolable, that are waging war against people and use them to do that. And that is your decision that you made. And you have to be able to admit to it. You can't get by on the lies anymore. Because the people that you have hurt can't hurt me. But the people that you have actually hurt, they're going to get justice. And then also to the people that come out in social media that speak about certain deities or spirits that don't actually believe in them or have faith in them. The frauds, the total frauds. They have a lot coming to them because if you don't actually believe, I don't care if you're a Christian too, if you don't believe in the teachings and workings of Jesus, if you don't believe in the teachings and workings of Ogun and Yemaya, if you don't believe in the teachings of Satan, Shiva, Zeus, Hades, if you don't believe it and you decided to use it as some kind of hustle, you're in trouble. Did believe in it, those that did believe in it, but decided that they were still going to con, scam, and bring this stupid war, you are lost and you have lost your ability. You have no way of conjuring anything. The only thing that you can do is send a flying monkey or another person who is what? Who is a liar and a fraud to try to discredit, spread smear campaigns against authentic shamans and healers, witches like myself. And every single time you'll fail. There'll never be a window, not for 30 minutes, not for 10 minutes, not for 2 hours, not for an hour, that you will be able to have access to anybody to do harm to them ever again. And we all knew that you were frauds, the people that were after me, because as soon as my spirits set up my spiritual practice to help people, y'all began the smear campaign, didn't you? Mm-hmm. And your smear campaign, your lies and your deception against me failed a long time ago. And it will always fail. And these days, it's failing instantly. The moment you decided to do what you did, it failed. Because nobody else is going to fall victim to you. Okay? That's pretty much what I wanted to say. This is not a democracy, especially when you have to continuously call out my name, say my name, and try to use me and exploit me. And especially when you're crying to me every day. Go talk to the gods. That's who I talk to. I am not God. I am a woman. Myself and my children and my loved ones, we're all protected from the likes of you. We don't have to feel your pain. We don't have to go through your guilt. We don't have to be discredited because you were a fraud. You were the fraud to the people that I'm talking to, and they know who I'm talking to. So, that you've been fantasizing that you've already destroyed your own practice, which you were at a crossroads with your practice. You decided to be a scam. That has nothing to do with Divine Services Apothecary. We practice real witchcraft. You have a fantasy in your mind. Well, since I got totally destroyed and nobody seeks me, spirit won't bless me to try to screw up somebody's life and use them anyway, that it should happen to Jamila. Why never? Because I'm authentic. I've always believed in what I'm talking about. I've always did nothing but help my clients. There's no rip-off reports on me. There's been no chargebacks except for one to two, which were one was an isolated incident, and I forgive that lady for that. And she's living a very good life here in Georgia right now. And I forgive her for that. That was way early in my practice. There's only been one other chargeback in almost a decade. I don't get people doing chargebacks on my services because they know that they get more than what they pay for. Thank you, Elegant Roses. Hello, baby. Yeah. So I don't even want to hear it. My record is impeccable and you cannot do anything about it. And you're no longer allowed to hide behind your bullshit. You're no longer allowed to hide behind the Orishas and their image. You are no longer allowed to hide behind even Jesus. You can't do it anymore. And apparently, sis, they must not have good sense because they're still trying. And whenever Hades, the god, because I can assure you that I'm not a false prophet. And you know that I'm not. Whenever Hades, the god, shows up on this planet and you decide to challenge him, you must not have much common sense. Because he's getting ready to wipe it all out, including the memory of you. Because we don't need to think about this. It's too stupid to even think about. Just thinking about the plot and the plan. Authentic witches don't have to plot, plan, send flying monkeys, go through all this lie on people. They don't have to do that. You shouldn't have tried to scam the gods. And trust me, I've witnessed your rituals. I've caught these people at least 100 times lying to the gods. They don't have much sense. Something wrong with you. You're going to look up at the sky and look at the moon and the sun, and you're going to lie to Amun Ra when he can see you? Something's wrong with you. Thank you, baby. I'm about to call you too in a minute. I got a ton of stuff to do. I do. I got a ton of stuff to do. Like I've seen you because Spirit had me watch you. You have lied to the gods. You've sat down in ritual, stones, crystals, and candles and oils, which meant that it was all garbage at that point. And you said, Jamila did so and so and so. And they looked at you and said, no, we know damn well Jamila ain't did so and so. And you said, Jamila did so and so and so. And they looked at you and said, no, we know damn well Jamila ain't did so and so. And you said, Jamila did so and so and so. If this thing says VPN one more time, I'm going to call my VPN company and I'm going to ask them because, yeah, you know what? And then here's another thing. They've tried to work through technology, which technology was created by the gods as well. However, some of the stuff that they have done, I don't have to have an electronic device to know what you're doing, right? I mean, seeing the conversations and picking up on it, the things that these people talk about behind the scenes, offline, in the privacy of their conversations doesn't require for me to use an electronic device. You're in the background and we can see you, and we have to pay attention to and focus on the work that we're doing. So I got to go. I'm getting ready to do a specialized Yule potion, and then I'm gonna, get my healing work done. So I have to go because, and we take all our time back. These people have been nothing but a waste of time. And when somebody has wasted their time, that somebody has self-destructed. Whenever they join a group of people that was created to hate black women, but yet they are the epitome of the black woman that we despise, the type of bullshitty person that you are. So this is what they did. All I know is that I want to say this to black people, especially your ancestors that love you. They do not want you to be used as a race soldier to bring hell and destruction. They want you to have good lives. And I will say that to all of my races of people. That goes across the board. What we do over here is we actually heal from ancestral trauma and the mistakes that our forefathers made. And there is nothing wrong with that. And it is a reality, it is a destiny, it is a fate that nobody can fight against because this is not their decision. Okay? It's nothing that these bitter people can do about it. And we always fight and we have always won. That's pretty much it, guys. I gotta go. Yeah, sis, Hades showed up. He showed up when I announced it. That's when Hades showed up. And he said, Up, he's like the cleaners. So literally, I've been handling a situation from this fraudulent person all day, but it hasn't caused any stress or aggravation for me. I just said what I said. I'm not afraid of this dude's power. I'm not afraid of these people's power, and they have literally been bullies. And it ain't just people that I'm dealing with, it's across the board. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of them, y'all. It really is. And they, as far as what I've spoken to people about that are authentic spiritualists, they're talking about how a lot of these people are using very, very abusive practices. And, people have the right to have freedom from that. Okay. All of my clients come back. They participate with my Sabbaths because they know that this is a good time to venerate as well as to get boosts of stuff. They don't do it because I force them to do it. They do it because they want to. They do it because they know that's the best thing for them. They do it because they want to celebrate. So, but some of these people, I'm telling you, it was all throughout. It was really, really bad. It really was. It was really bad. And, I want to say thank you to all of my clients. They tried to cut me off. They tried to mess with my communication. But how are you going to mess with my communication when I have the power right in my hands? I have a website. I don't have a Cash App and a website that nobody visits. People actually visit my website. I get enough hits on my website to get plenty of clients. So I'm not worried about that. And then also, people's health and their lives is worth more. So these people have been a direct threat to the lives of not only us witches, but people that are not witches, that don't identify as witches, that aren't witches. They have been a threat to those people's lives. And so we put that before money. We're always going to have money. We're very abundant. We're very abundant. We're very abundant in spirit. We don't have to do that. So we put that before. We put the actual education and the connection with spirit before that, because if you're a practitioner and your spirits need to teach you something, sometimes money can blind you depending on the situation. And then also, the way I look at it is that you need to pay attention, and I pay very, very close attention to my clients, but as well as my loved ones. I am a mother and a grandmother. And there are people walking this earth that I truly love with all my heart. Truly love with all my heart. And I would rather them be okay than to have $1 million right now. If I'm going to manifest $1 million, everybody that I love is going to be safe. Period. Oh, thank you, sis. Thank you. Okay, guys. Cheers to you guys, because we feel great. And if you don't, I've been over here making all kind of healing potions and stuff because they're real potions, they're authentic potions. It's not, because I thought about adding a little coloring and stuff. So now, sorry about that, y'all. My internet is fighting with my VPN. It doesn't like this public network, my VPN, so it blips in and out. Um, so but we're doing the healing work, and we're protected, and we do what we want to do. We don't have to listen to you people. We are liberated and free and sovereign. You cannot force your sickness and your destruction and your fears upon us. And anybody under my belt knows this. Anybody under my watch. Everybody under my watch. Everybody. Okay, guys. I will see y'all later. Okay. All right. Blessings. Bye bye.